This is Roscoe with Cooking with Cyber, and this is your cyber news for February 24th, 2024. AT&T Cellular Outages caused by software update. So today there was a lot going on with AT&T's outages. A lot of people said that Verizon and T-Mobile were also affected, but it sounds like the people that were affected by it were just people that were trying to call people on AT&T or tried to get a hold of people with AT&T. So there was a lot of confusion. There were earlier reports that um, it was a cyber attack or there was a blackout due to sunspots or solar flares. I guess there was a lot of news where the White House and various government agencies were scrambling and trying to figure out what was going on. But it was caused by a software update that apparently went rather wrong. So it's possible that it was a cyber attack and then it's covered up. There's a lot of conspiracies about maybe it was a psyop or something that they're preparing the world for some other news. But for right now, we're just going to stick with the fact that it was an update gone wrong. So but who knows? Maybe it was just a really big update and it crashed their system. It caused a quite a large disruption in their services. There's a lot of people that were affected in the East Coast and then the Chicago area too. So, in other news, um, United Healthcare Group was their systems were infiltrated by a nation state actor. He was a suspected nation state hacker. It was unreported for which nation state it was, but it could only be a few of them that we would think of. You know, the big three: Russia, China, and South Korea. It's possibly Iranian. There's a lot of stuff going on out in the world that these cyber attacks are a part of a bigger conflict uh, with militaries and stuff. So they reported it to the SEC, and this is a picture that I took from the SEC. So we tried to keep the episode a little bit shorter. Yesterday it went a little bit longer than 20 minutes, and I apologize for that. It was just kind of a big news in the Lockbit thing with the takedown. I reported a little bit on it the day before that, and I wanted to take an opportunity to inform people about the Lockbit. So this is the guitar news, and so this was reported about 2 weeks ago by guitar.com where they did a review of the Guild Polara. And it's a focused dual humbucker double cut that won't let you down. And so that was a direct quote from Elliot Oakley of guitar.com. And its specs are mahogany neck and body, rosewood fingerboard, soft U shaped neck, tunomatic bridge, Guild HB2 Plus humbuckers that are uncovered, master volume and tone, three-way toggle pickup switch. And I will say this: it does look like a really nice Guitar. There are two other colors that were kind of like an olive green and a blue. They weren't quite as eye catching as this one, but they do sound really nice. So there's a really cool video over on guildguitars.com that you should definitely check out. This is something that I think I would definitely play. It's in the $500 range. It's $549. So it's kind of similar to that PRS that we were showing yesterday, but this is like it's got a lot of SG vibes and Gibson SG or Epiphone, whichever is your axe of choice in that category. But you can see its resemblance to the SG. So I would definitely check it out. It's a little bit more simplified. It's got just the master volume and control knobs with the three-way toggle switch. Um, one thing that I didn't know that I actually learned from the article is that they're recently bought by Yamaha guitars, and I love Yamaha guitars. They make the best value guitars, in my opinion. I think their guitars play awesome. I was blown away when I bought my Yamaha, and I couldn't believe that. I was kind of overpaying for some of those other guitars that I bought when I picked up that Yamaha Pacifica last year. It was really eye opening, and after that, I was like, you know what? Maybe I'm going to give Yamaha a closer look. They have a bunch of other models that I find interesting. The Rev Star is really interesting, but enough about Yamaha. This is the Guild guitar. So Guild guitars also have really awesome 12-string acoustics. They're renowned for those. So keep an eye out on this one. It was priced at $549. Definitely in that same category, like I said, as that PRS. If you're going to choose the two, I don't know what you would choose. I definitely give the Guild a look. And so, uh, our meal that we did today in our cooking segment was mom's not so stuffed pork chops. So my mom taught me this recipe, like I explained in the video, when I was just starting to cook, and it's a really good recipe, and it's rock solid. It's easy to make, and it's always a crowd pleaser. Every single time I make this, people are like, "Oh wow, this is like one of the best things you've ever made," and I'm like, "Thanks, my mom taught me this." So shout out to my mom Sue. She's so great at cooking, and she's always been there for me. She's an awesome chef, baker, and everything else. So, an all-star mom. So, um, definitely give this recipe a try at home, especially if you're trying to impress people or you just want something good to eat. So, I made it with 4 pork chops, 1 pack of stuffing. I took the stuffing mix and I poured boiling hot water over it into a bowl. And then I covered it with a towel. And then once it steamed for a little bit, I let it go for like 5-10 minutes. I just walked away and came back later, played with the dog. And then I took my fork and I fluffed it up a little bit and make sure there was no hard stuff in there. And then after that, I cooled it down for about, half an hour to an hour, another, time to go play with the dog. Buddy and I had some good times with the ball out in the backyard. And so after that, I added the egg to it. I mixed it up so it just helps bind it. And it kind of creates this nice little package for it to sit on. And uh, you'll just have to see the video. And so in the gravy, I used 2 cups of hot water and boiled it, added my bouillon and my slurry, and after about a minute or so, I added um, the Italian dressing, and that just kind of it cuts through the richness of the gravy, so it's not so greasy tasting, and it really makes it taste a lot better. And combined with the marinade that the pork chops were sitting in, it really makes for a good time. So that video is coming up right after this. Hi, this is Roscoe with Cooking with Cyber, and today we're making not so stuffed pork chops. This recipe was a recipe that my mom showed me when I first started cooking. It's a nice, easy way to impress people and make a really nice meal for relatively cheap and relatively easy. It's mostly baking. So what I have here today is I have some stuffing. I added about maybe a cup of boiling water to a package of stuffing, and I marinated some pork chops in Italian seasoning, and I have 1 egg. So now that my stuffing is actually cooled down, I'm going to add this 1 egg to it, just to kind of help bind it up. And so this egg, I'm going to mix it in real quick. Definitely want to let it cool down. I refrigerated it for a little bit so that it wouldn't scramble. The eggs can scramble if it's too hot, obviously. So I have the oven preheated to 375, and I'm going to cook it for about 40 minutes. So I'm going to grab some of the stuffing, and I have, I believe, 3 pork chops. Oh, made my first mistake of the day. Actually, I want to spray the pan so I can get my pork chops off. You always want to do that, otherwise you're not going to be able to get them off so easy. And it helps crisp up the stuffing on the bottom so that you can get it off with the spatula. So, sorry about that. room just in case I have a fourth one, but I'm pretty sure that I just had 3 today. Pork chops. Got this big fatty right here. I'll put it right on top of it. Oh, it looks like I do have 4. That's okay, I got enough stuffing. Just puts another thing of stuffing down. Shuffle our pork chops around. This last one's just a little baby one anyway, so it's not too much of a big deal. Put it on there. Rinse my hands off real quick. And that's what it looks like before it's going in the oven. And we'll come back when it's done. Hi, we're back here with the stuffed pork chops, and I'm just pulling them out of the oven here. And this is what they look like fresh out of the oven. Hopefully I'll be able to scrape them off without any troubles. I sprayed it pretty good, I think. So they're looking pretty nice. So see if I can pull one off and throw her on the plate for you. What did I tell you? Pulled off just nice. So I got some veggies that I made. I mixed up some of the broccoli that I had the other night, and with a packet of frozen mixed vegetables. And then I made a gravy to go over the top. So the marinade, I used Italian dressing. So I mixed some Italian dressing into the gravy. So it actually turned out really nice. I tasted it. It was super delicious. So I'm going to pour some over the top. And that is cooking with Cyber. And here are my sources. Only 1 page of sources today, but you know, like I said, I was trying to make it a shorter video after yesterday. So thanks everybody for coming out. Please like, subscribe, and comment, and share for sure. The word is getting out. I'm getting more subscribers day by day, more views day by day. I know the video yesterday was a little bit longer, but I think you know, there might be some people that are willing to see what this hack is all about, the lockbit. So don't sleep on that, you know, and some people are here for different reasons. We have people here that are enjoying the cooking. Some people are here enjoying the cyber news, and some people are here to see the guitar. So I want to spruce the show up a little bit more and maybe get some guests on here, maybe a guitar player, maybe a guest cook, chef, whatever, you know, maybe somebody has a recipe that they want to recommend for me. I'm open to a lot of ideas. Like I said, thank you again. You guys are all awesome. Thanks.